Hey everybody, I'm going to show you a really cool feature of the Divinum Officium website that you may or may not be aware of, and that is the ability to generate a file that you can keep totally offline that has the entire Divine Office throughout the whole year. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a web browser. We're going to go to divinumofficium.com and we're going to go to down here, the GitHub repository. Then what we're going to do, make sure you're on the master branch here, just download the zip file. Okay. Okay, there it is. And then we're done with Safari. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to wherever that downloaded to. In my case, it's downloads. We're going to open this folder. We're going to go to standalone, tools, highlight that folder, epub gen 2. We're going to copy it. Okay. Now we're going to open an app that you may not know about called Terminal. It's usually in your utilities or your other folder. All right. Once you got Terminal open, you're going to type cd space and then paste that, what we just copied. Now you're going to push enter. All right. Pretty simple. Now, really quickly, if we, there's a command that we're going to type to generate a file. But I want to show you something first. If we type vim epub gen2.sh, this tells you all of the options you can specify when running this command. You may want to know that. So for instance, the number of years that you want to do this. If you need to change it for a priest, you add -p. If you want to do the little office, if you want to add the mass propers in addition to the office, if you want to change the rubrics, defaults to 1960, but there are a lot of people who use other versions. So for instance, you have 1570, 1888, 1906, Divino Afflatu, 1955, 1960, then you've got 1617, 1930, 1963, 1951, a bunch of others there. It's going to generate a cover page. There's an image already in the repository that is a decent cover page that I think is fine. So if you want to change it, it's fine. -L changes the language. -B also changes the language. Important to note here, you can't generate a truly bilingual side-by-side in columns file yet. They're working on that. If you're savvy enough with computer programming, you can probably edit this code to figure out how to do that yourself. But it will default to Latin, and so that's what we're going to start with. So I just wanted to show you those options really quick before we do this. So we're going to get out of Vim by :Q. All right, and then we're going to go /epub gen2.sh. And let's say in this case, I want the current year for the monastic diurnal, 1963. I'm going to type -R for rubrics, 1963. And I'm going to push enter. And what happens is there's an error that you're going to get. Okay, this is pretty typical. This happens on line 761. There's an unexpected thing there. What you have to do, or at least this is how I work around it. If you got a better solution, let me know. What I do is I go into the script where we just were. Type in colon 761, and there we go. What you need to do is you need to go into insert mode and you need to delete that and sign right there. And then there's another one down there. Delete that and sign. Okay? Then push escape and then colon W to write, colon Q to quit. Now we run that same command. Push enter. Now this is going to take a few minutes. Okay, so once that finishes, then you can go back to Finder and epub gen 2, open that folder, hit output, and there you go. These are all epub files. This big one down here is for the whole year. This one is for January, February, and these are for the individual months. Now, I personally don't care about having the individual months, so I'm just going to delete those. But I do want the full thing here for the whole year. And now what you can do is you can open in Books, if you have Apple Books open, or if you can use Amazon Kindle or whatever you want to use. You can open it, and it'll let me turn the page. There it goes. There it goes. It was loading. This is your table of contents here. So if you wanted to go to Terse on March 14th, right there, Mattins, Lauds, Prime, Terse, Sex, No Investments, Compound. You want to go to Terse on March 14th, there you go. It's right there. And what is really nice is you can actually if you set it to light mode, the red text actually is red. And so there you go. Now you got the whole year offline. Now, if you wanted to do one of these in English, what you'd have to do is you'd have to do the same command. You also have to add L English -B English. And what that does is that generates the whole file completely in English or whatever other language you want that the thing supports. But yeah, that's it. So from there you can send that file to your iPad, your iPhone, whatever, Kindle, doesn't matter. And you can take it with you wherever you go. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.